Good evening. What a great day to be live. What a great evening to be live. I am so grateful that I am allowed to get on here. I know that you've had a blessed and bliss awesome day because I've had a great bliss awesome day. Getting ready to lay down for tonight, for the evening, and enter into that quiet time that we always have. So I want to get on here and we continue to do our protection ritual. I'm Yanis, the Oracle of Love and Free Will. And today is what, April the 2nd, 2020. And it is a great day to be live. Ashe to the all. Ashe to you. Ashe to our ancestors. You know, as you go through this spiritual awakening, you begin to understand there's a lot that you really don't know. Um, in the school of university school, universe school, you've gone through so much. You've gone through grade, middle, high, and now you're in the college. And I'm talking about spirituality. And on this journey of spirituality, as well as your physical life that you've had here on this earth, that you've learned and you've been programmed to learn so much. You've been programmed how to, I'm speaking for myself, how to hate, how to not like things just because you learned this learned behavior. And what I am sharing is that in the midst of everything that's going on, you have to go deep down inside yourself and find love. Because I'm learning that on this spiritual path of awakening, that if I hate what's going on, it's not going to change the situation. It's not going to change the situation for the positive. It'll change the situation for the negative. And so, what I'm doing is I'm reaching out and giving love to all of those that are experiencing this time of trauma or what they're going through. Even with our inner child, things that we have gone through as a child, we've resent, because all of this is learned behavior. And so on the spiritual path of awakening, you begin to realize that all of this is a part of your journey, your growth, all these experiences that you've had or you're having, where you're entering into your true spirituality. Even for some, going through different religion, different other types of forms of things that you had to enter into contracts with. That is a part of this path that you were on. And now on this journey of spirituality, of this path of spirituality, you begin to understand and how does all of that pertain to now. You see the metaphysics part of it, and even the part with church, even the part with the Bible, even the part reading about Enoch, even the part about the fallen angels, all of that pertains to what has happened in your life. Because you are energy, you are spirit, you are a divine being. And so, on this spiritual path of awakening, this is what you begin to see. And the awakening is that you're becoming conscious. You are a multi-dimensional being. You are pure conscious light. And we are pure conscious essence of light. That's who we are. And so we're realizing that even though this avatar, this human body, which is not the real us. It's just the vehicle that we move around in. It's just the vehicle that we incarnated into, but it's not the real us. And so, I know it may seem like it's kind of hard to grasp right now, but as you continue to grow on your spiritual path of awakening, you begin to really understand that, you know, what's really taking place. And so, a part of this matrix, a part of this journey, a part of everything that has happened to you, a part of you feeling the way, resenting people, feeling the way that you do, is a part of programs and things that was running in your matrix. And so, as you begin to understand and begin to awake, you begin to realize that why did I resent any of this? Why was I feeling that way toward that individual? And so on this spiritual path of awakening, you're awakening in your conscious, you're beginning to see and feel that all that you have gone through, you beginning to see it. You beginning to understand it. You beginning to apply it to your life, to where you are right now. And so I know for me, on this journey, it's all about love. Even though I know and read about slavery, I can't change slavery. And so it wouldn't do me any good to hate people of other skin tone whose ancestors of their line that took part in slavery. So it wouldn't do me any good to hate them. So the only way to change things in this world and in your life is within your heart chakra. That's the only way to get free. Even though I got on and I shared about what things that are happening in the world, about the system and all of it, that is a part of the programming. And so it's what's everything that's happening is supposed to happen. And that's in your matrix. And so for me, as I've been in my meditation time, understanding that it's love. It's all about love. That's what becoming conscious is. It's not getting even with something or someone. It is not speaking negative about, like, we have the president, which is the CEO. We know all of that. But does it do any good for us to hate the president? The president is serving a purpose. If it wasn't that president, it was going to be somebody else. So does it do us any good to hate that president? Or does it do us positive to love the individual? Because it is love, the energy of love that goes within that individual that helps serve the purpose that we need. Even though we know about the coronavirus, we know how it came about. We know that. But as you on this spiritual path of awakening, you will experience and see that there's two parts of you. There's the good part and the bad part, or the negative part and the positive part. And everybody has it. You know, in the Bible, you know, they say there's good and evil, God and the devil. So there's both. The kingdom of heaven is within you. If the kingdom of heaven is within you, then the devil is within you too. So you have to balance the scale, because according to the law of polarity, you can't have one without the other. And so you have to balance the scale. Balance the scale. And in balance the scale, it doesn't do us any good to hate anyone, anything, anyone for any reason. And what makes things change is through love. What is going to heal people's heart? Love. What is going to heal people that are suffering right now? Love. What is going to make the whole entire earth, the new earth that's coming, the new earth is changing. It's the old earth is just disappearing. The new earth is here. She's here. And it's love, peace, joy, goodness, faithfulness, kind. That's what's unity. That's what's in the new earth. All those hateful resentment and all things, that's in the old earth. It's not coming to the new earth. She is flourishing. Mother Earth is flourishing. She is. And we are here to, as daughters of Mother Earth, is to give out the love. So it's like a domino effect so that it can spread throughout the whole planet. Because what was intended was for us to hate one another. It was intended for us to blame the government. It was intended for us to hate white. It was intended for whites to hate blacks. All of that was programs running in this matrix. All of this negative stuff was intended for us not to be together. It was intended to have division. But on this spiritual path of awakening, you see where all of it come from. How did these energies get into how did these spirits get into this planet? You begin to understand what the whole purpose of what Enoch, the book of Enoch, is actually about. About the angels and the women and stuff. You begin to understand what all that is about on this spiritual path of awakening. And I'm learning on this spiritual path of awakening. It is not the way we think things are. It is not. The new earth is love. Her foundation is nothing but love. And when you see this with your divine, spiritual, angelic eyes, you will see the change. I can't express how important it is for us to love one another. We can't point fingers at China or all the other countries that we assume that's doing things. All we can do is give love. Love is what heals everyone. And there's people you can see on the Facebook in the hospital beds that are suffering. But with the heart chakra, your heart, giving out love, it sends healing. I love you too, Tanya. I am so grateful to know that within my life, all these years of being raised the way I was raised by my mom, and she demonstrated what love is. As you go through the spiritual awakening, you are love. You are love. You are love because Creator is nothing but love. And you are Creator in human form. You are Source. Where all came from. And we're all one and we're all connected. But the system was trying to divide us. But on this spiritual awakening, you're coming back together. That's the new earth and the new heaven. Love. Nothing but love. And I see that we were even programmed to hate our own self. The most important thing is loving yourself. When you can look in the mirror and tell yourself how much you love yourself, you can love everybody else. If you can't love yourself, then you can't love everybody else. It doesn't work. I've tried it. It's like I was putting on some type of mask. You know, Michael Jackson has a song that says, looking at the man in the mirror and see if he could change his ways. I'm experiencing love. I tell you, I have this peace and this joy and this freedom within me that with everything that's happening, I'm experiencing love because I know things must take place. The new earth is here. Things must take place. And as it takes place, you are to love. We may not understand all the things that are happening at this time, but love is the strongest vibration on this planet. I think that's what I wanted to share tonight because it's very, very important for me, and I know for you on this path of awakening. You can send love I've seen people when people don't even treat you right, you still love them. That's very powerful right there. And so we're on day 6 of our protection ritual, clearing our bloodline. And those that have been following along with me with day number 6, so if you go back and review the lives, and you will see how the other lives, how we started with the protection ritual, the steps, and what we needed to get started. So we're clearing our bloodline, and so we needed a white candle. And the white candle, we also needed a knife, because when a club carved our bloodline name on the candle, and brown, your own bloodline, so whatever your bloodline name is, BROWN. I have Truesdale, Waters, Masunda, because we're clearing our bloodline. You know how they talk about generational curses? We're clearing our bloodline, getting rid of karma, so that the virus or anything is not in our bloodline. Our bloodline is clear and healed, because all that our ancestors went through, the trauma and the emotional things, we're clearing that with energy. And so I did introduce myself. I am Yanis, the Oracle of Love and Free Will. And so we've already wrote the name on here. And so we're using the oils that we're using is Victory Over Evil. That's one. And reverse oil. So we're reversing that energy, that negative energy, back to wherever it came from, clearing our bloodline. And then also I'm using Abatala. Abatala is the energy, one of our ancestors. He's one of the 7 African Orishas. He is the Sky Father that's protecting, watching over us. So that's what his candle, the candle, stands for: purity, wholeness, wellness. And also Abatala likes coconut oil. And so I use this oil in giving reference to appreciate the protection. And so our next step in what we're doing is that we're going to apply the reverse oil first on the candle where you wrote. So I like to rub it all over the candle. We are clearing our ancestral bloodline. This ritual was given to me AM by my guides, and we're to do it for 7 days. And so this is day number 6, and we have one more day to go, and the ritual will be complete. Now we will apply our Victory Over Evil, because we're energy, and everything around us is energy. And so even the virus is energy. So energy can be used for positive, or it can be used for negative. And now I'm applying the Abatala oil, one of the 7 African Orishas. Abatala is the eldest of the Orishas, the oldest. He's the Sky Father. And now I'm going to apply the coconut oil. Ooh, I think the oil got on my face a little bit. But that's all good. It's coconut. And so, setting my intention of what I want to manifest. So that's what we're doing. And then have my lighter. And the next thing we're going to do is going to light the candle. Hope it light, because I got my ceiling fan going. Okay. There we go. And so we have it lit. I'm directly up under the ceiling fan. And on the index card, we wrote, perfect love, cast out fear. The reason why it's going out because I'm right up under the ceiling fan, so even my lighter don't want to light. Put it over here. Turn around this way, y'all. But I have to see it from here. Okay. Hope y'all can see it from there. And on the index card, we wrote "Perfect love cast out fear." And those that didn't have an index card may have parchment paper. And so what we do, we put it up under the candle. So, and that's it. That is the protection ritual, clearing our ancestral bloodline. So those that didn't start with it at the beginning, you can go ahead and look at my lives the other days, and you can start it. There's not a certain time that you have to start the ritual. The ritual is yours. If you need any more information on it, then you can message me. As again, I said, I'm Yanis, the Oracle of Love and Free Will. I'm very grateful that you took the time to join me on my live, and that you have blessed and peace and joy, and be grateful and appreciate life, because it is yours to have and to experience this time, because we are divine beings. We are multi-dimensional beings. We are love, and that's what we're here for, to experience this time. It is a great time to be live. Shalom.